Ladies and gentlemen, Taraji P.
Yes!
Hello, everyone.
Looking so pretty.
Thank you.
I spent like an extra 30 minutes doing my makeup somehow. I feel like I did it all wrong. You're so pretty.
You look pretty too.
Love your jewelry.
Thank you.
She looks like one of us.
You do.
Welcome home, Taraji.
Thank you.
I was actually reading something that said your lineage is from Cameroon.
Yeah, on my mother's side.
You truly are African. When you say motherland, you know what you're talking about. Is there stuff that you've been doing that you didn't get to do the first time around?
Yes, this time I went to the Apartheid Museum, and I also went to Constitution Hill.
How was that, the Apartheid Museum?
It was tough.
It's hard I imagine it's probably harder for us because it's so close to home. I can say my grandmother was there, but also because of the American history, I can imagine for you it's something that feels like something you recognize.
It was one part of the exhibit that got to me, and it was when, prisoners were coming up dead. And all of a sudden, they hung themselves.
Or they fell off.
They got sick, or no, you killed them.
Yeah.
So, we have that epidemic, as you know, going on in the
Absolutely.
States. So that one really touched me to the core. All of it did. It's just, I don't know what kind of, you can't be human to torture people like that. You can't have a heart. Something is off, or you are just a devil, or you are of something else. Because I don't care who you are, what color you are. I can't understand oppressing another human. I just don't understand that concept.
And you've been part of projects that are very much pro not only women but pro black women. Hidden
Absolutely.
Figures,
Yeah.
for example, is an
Round of
incredible
applause.
example of that. How much of stuff like that do you draw in order to portray a character like that?
Well, I couldn't draw nothing for Catherine because
Yeah.
I'm sucking math.
It probably gives you like a greater appreciation of what your
absolutely.
scientists do, right?
Absolutely.
Not to say what you do is any easier. I mean, you have to bear your heart and your soul most of the time.
Oh yeah. I've played some pretty deep characters, with some coming from dark traumatic, experiences, but not that I could identify with everything, but when those moments when I cannot, if it's really good writing, this is my instrument, just like a musician can pick up their or whatever instrument and play F flat or whatever that music sheet is. They have to be able to play those notes, at will. So that's like with acting. I have to conjure up emotions right away. But I know my instrument enough so I can turn it on and off. I can literally be crying in the scene and they yell cut, and I be like, yeah, girl, so what was I saying? But this is my instrument, and I know how to work it. I know how to make it do the things it needs to do to get my check.
I imagine you drew Cookie from yourself in the sense that your hustle game is like on fleek, like it don't sleep. I mean, you were doing 2 jobs while at varsity.
Yeah, I had to pay for. My parents didn't. I didn't come from money, so I had to figure it out. I just knew I had to go to school, so I did it.
It's also going into a profession that really has very close to little guarantees that you'll actually make it.
I know, but I'd rather go to school for something I'm passionate about because that's going to keep me in my classes. Because I tried it the other way, trying to do something I didn't like doing, and that was electrical engineering, and you saw I failed miserably. Obviously, that's not what I was supposed to be doing. So when I moved back home and went to Howard and switched my major, I succeeded because that's where obviously I was supposed to be. And clearly in life, that's where I was supposed to be. I just didn't, failing and quitting just was never an option for me, especially after I became pregnant, became a mother.
Made you more determined, I imagine.
Yeah, I was just like, somebody's going to open up the door.
We're a generation of like instant gratification, right?
Yeah.
So like we want this and we want it now. But I think your story is a true representation of resilience and hard work and perseverance and all those good words.
Yeah.
What kept you going?
I just knew that the industry didn't have my voice. And I knew my voice was needed. Because I didn't see a lot of representation of like my kind of, Jada Pinkett was like the she was, you know what I mean? And I said, I want to do that. You know what I mean? And so, I just felt like, I was just like, I knew I was talented. I almost went broke, put myself through school. So I knew I had what it took. I just needed the right door to open.
How long till you were done in college until you landed your first actual proper role?
So I moved out to LA in February of '96, and I was working about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started booking like guest stars here and there. And then it was Baby Boy.
Yes.
But I also knew that after Baby Boy, I don't know, maybe it was wisdom or discernment, but I just knew deep down, because I was a woman of color, that my career wasn't going to be on the same trajectory as Tyrese's. Because when we finished that film, everybody's like, "You're going to be a star. You're going to be," and I just knew to think better and stay humble and grounded. But I did also know, Tyrese booked 2 franchise movies right after Baby Boy, and he was new at acting.
Sheesh.
He booked Fast and Furious, and he also booked Transformers.
And I mean, they all had sequels.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and
And so where did I go? I ended up on a television show on Lifetime, a cable network.
Sheesh. Something you're very vocal about is equal pay.
Yeah.
Something I'm an actress, other than what I'm doing here today.
And me.
Yes.
And Sibs, she's just started her acting career.
I'm in a television ad for a hamburger.
Yes.
She plays the hamburger.
Oh, cut it out. You know what?
And she gets eaten. Well, we've got an idea. It's really Msizi's idea. I just added to it.
So,
Okay.
season 6
Oh, God.
Here we go.
opens up. Cookie
Okay.
has just found out that Lucius
It's gone.
No.
has an illegitimate child who has a twin sister in Africa.
And that's
right?
me and him. We're
So
non-identical.
basically, this boy, me, goes over, tries to take over Empire. In the
Okay.
process, falls in love with Cookie.
Yes.
No?
Can you see it?
And the best part, you can save money on casting because I've got the job already.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he sings.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Cool.
Fantastic.
I'm an Empire. Thank
You'll
you.
send
All
us
that
the
producers.
contract.
Okay, yeah, my people will call your people.
Thank you so much.
I don't have people, so just call me. Just call me directly.
Direct 073.
Okay, back to real life. The people on Twitter did say your name was mentioned, Taraji, in all honesty,
Why?
because they thought you bit Beyonce.
Why would I bite Beyonce?
Why would anyone bite Beyonce?
I don't know.
That is the dumbest thing in the world. Who bites people?
Were you at the
You
party?
need a muzzle on your mouth if you can't keep your teeth to yourself.
Were you at the party?
I was not at the. I don't know if you guys heard of this little show I'm on called Empire, but it takes up quite a lot of my time. I miss everything. Everybody's always like, "You coming to the party?" I'm like, "I gotta work."
But I mean, I'm
miss
sure
everything.
Hollywood is like a small circle. Like when you found out that Beyonce got bit, I'm sure like word spread as to who actually
And-
bit Beyonce.
Well, I found out on. It's not like my friends were like, "Girl, you heard?" No one does that. I was finding out from fans on social media.
Yeah.
Like you said, I wasn't even at the party. I was in Chicago.
There
That's
is a
when we filmed the
connection.
show.
Okay.
Because apparently Sanaa Lathan bit Beyonce, and she's in a movie with Regina Hall, who is Sanaa Lathan's best friend.
Are you?
So she's
aren't
got
you
the
are you not
connect.
friends with Sanaa Lathan at all?
Yes, I am friends with Sanaa Lathan.
So we know she didn't
She
bite
didn't bite her.
Beyonce.
She didn't bite her.
Okay, enough about that.
I must just apologize because I told the whole country that it was Taraji P. Henson who bit Beyonce.
Let's get to
So
some
I'm sorry.
voice notes.
Got a video coming through.
A video.
If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer.
How does that make you feel?
It made me feel great. And I was in the audience.
Like you didn't do too badly.
I did. I was like, Denzel said my name.
You didn't turn out so badly. But I mean, when you're listed, and I mean rightfully so, with such incredible women, you yourself being such an incredible woman, do you like wake up and go, yes, queen?
No, that's what I expected. That's what I worked my butt off to get.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to not be on that list. That's what I've worked so hard for.
What is the biggest lesson that you've learned in life that's gotten you to where you are today?
Just stay in my lane, stay focused on me, and not compare myself. It's so hard to do, but you have to. Even when I feel myself doing, I check myself right away.
I think sometimes people go into this industry for perhaps the wrong reasons. And that's how then they get kind of lost in it all and kind of lose who they are. What do you think it was in your upbringing that has you so, like, you're okay? Like, this is Taraji and take me as I am.
My family, they have just nurtured me and allowed me to be me when I was a kid. And so when I grew up, I just grew up comfortable in my skin because my family made it so. I'm always gonna be me. I don't know how
Around
to be
the
me.
way, girl.
I have to have a me to go back to when I play all of these characters. And so The problem is they kept saying I was edgy and this and that, but I have done Shakespeare in the Park. You know, I have done some of the best. I've read some of the best. I've studied. You know, I'm an artist. See me as who I am, an artist.
And we love you.
Yeah, thank you.
And all of you and all the characters that you play so beautifully, and truly what an honor to, you know, sit down across the room from you. I think there's so much to learn from you, just your spirit. You sit with someone and just their energy. You must be hell of exhausted, but I can feel that you just, you know, a human being that sat here and, you know, was interacting with fellow human beings, and I thank you for that.
Thank
And we'll
you.
see you in
Thanks for
season
having
6,
me.
eh?
I don't know. You around here telling people I bit Beyonce. I don't know.
5FM. Watch 5FM TV on YouTube. 5FM.